Hi there, my name is Paul, and today we are going to be exploring some contact tricks using a flop ball. We'll be looking at the slide, the flop about, the moonwalk, and the walk. Now, a contact trick is any trick where the flop ball or any other skill toy doesn't lose contact with your body. To start off with, we'll just balance the flop ball there, and technically if I swing it around and keep it so it's on my body but not leaving, that's a contact trick. Now, you could justifiably call this a trick in that if I stop moving, it's going to fall, right? So I'm actually doing something to kind of keep it sticking there. I'm creating a little bit of artificial gravity with acceleration and deceleration. Wow. So let's take a look at some of these contact tricks and get into the walks. Now, before we get into the walks, I want to show you the slide. Now, the slide is where you slide the flop ball on the back of your hand. Now, that might be a little bit more difficult if it's really humid outside or if you have sticky skin, but we can do some things to kind of make it a little bit easier. We can reduce the friction. So we can either be really fast with ourselves so that we sort of force our hand underneath it and have the inertia, the body at rest will stay at rest and we kind of slide underneath it. But we can actually help reduce the friction if we create a little bit of upward motion or momentum while we do that. Up top, it gets really light. And when it gets really light, it reduces the friction between your hand and a flop ball, and you can slide underneath it, okay? So that's one way that you can help the slide happen. The walk. What is this walk all about? Well, a walk is made up of a backflip, but it's going to be a backflip that's so low that the edge doesn't even come up off your hand. Just like that, all right? Let me do that again. All right? So I push it up and I just sort of let it plop on over. Now, if you notice, as I do that, I kind of push forward a little bit with my hand to help drive that rotation. So that's just a little trick that you can do to kind of help that out. Now, you can do that once. You can do it twice. You can do it 3 times. I've seen somebody get it up to their shoulder. Anything's possible if you put in the time. So that's the flop walk. Now the moonwalk, or the moonwalk is where you flip it back once and then you slide it back to the original position. So we tried to slide before with that throw and kind of move underneath it, slide underneath it. So it's just a combination of those two. It's a back walk and a slide. Back walk, slide. Back walk, slide. Back walk, slide. I like this trick because you can do it without even watching. You can just do it by feel. And when you get it nice and smooth, you can kind of get it going so it's all one motion. Whoa! So now, the flop about. The flop about is actually one of my favorite contact tricks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my second hand, I'm going to put it above and behind my first hand, behind the flop ball. And then I'm going to do a backflip, but I do the backflip onto my other hand. And then I slide my hand up from the bottom, put it on top and behind, and flip it back. Flip it back. This provides a nice, smooth, relaxing flow that you can do, again, without even looking, just by feel. So as you've seen, you don't even have to throw a flop ball to be doing hand sack tricks. There's a whole world of contact juggling and contact tricks that you have available to you if you use your body and you use your imagination. So go for it, spend a few minutes today, and see what new you can discover for yourself. To get your own flop balls, visit flopball.com. And to bring flop balls as a mindfulness tool to your group or organization, check out flowcircus.com.